Welcome to Haunted Homebodies, where Halloween isn't just a day, it's a lifestyle. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Sarah, and we're your guides through the delightfully dark corners of comfort horror.
Grab your candles and your cauldrons.
It's time to run amok. Amok.
I was trying to decide between that one and another glorious morning.
Oh, it's so good. There's so many good quotes in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Courtney, who recently did our rebrand for our podcast, our podcast. She is my sister, as you know, and she typically tries to get my attention just like whenever we're out and about by saying "sister."
So good.
I love it. And we are now like in the full swing of October. I don't think we've like properly, I don't know, gotten excited about this yet in the podcast. We are like a Halloween themed podcast, and we have been so busy. Our lives have been such a shit show that we haven't even been able to be like, October is coming, Halloween's coming. We've just been like, oh, it's here, it's happening.
Also, like, just to give a little behind the scenes look, singular, a little behind the scenes look. We record these episodes multiple weeks before they come out, and it is a weird experience to try to immerse myself so much in the Halloween spirit when it is still 95 degrees in Houston.
Yeah, well, you have a little bit more of an uphill battle. Like, we're getting some nice chilly fall days up here in Maine, but I hear you. And this leads perfectly into a confession that I have to make. We, earlier in the podcast, for those who have been listening along with us, confessed to not liking pumpkin spice. It was like our greatest shame as a Halloween horror-themed podcast. And something amazing happened. I have had no less than 10 pumpkin spice lattes. It is September.
Wow, you converted.
I don't know. I was just like, it just sounds so fun and festive. And I found this place. It makes a really good one. And then I was like, am I a liar? Like, am I lying about pumpkin spice? Like, I don't even know. There's too many double negatives there. But I think I just have to come out of the closet and say that I do like it. And maybe I was in denial before for not wanting to be basic, and I just am.
Well, I unbeknownst to either of us that we both had a pumpkin spice story for this week. Last weekend, I was visiting with two very wonderful friends of mine, Lauren and Scott. And I had the best pumpkin spice latte of my life. And I maintain I am still not a pumpkin spice latte person, but this was a homemade pumpkin spice latte. Homemade all the way through. Lauren put together the pumpkin spice. Lauren made the pumpkin spice. And then Scott is a real coffee person, and he made a killer latte with that spice, some maple syrup. It was so tasty. I had it both mornings we were there.
Yeah, who knew? Pumpkin spice lovers.
Who
We could be that. I think that was the problem, is we associate it with like Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks.
Yeah,
Not a fan of
theirs.
It like that more artificial, but yeah, you get the real deal, and there's something to it. So all you pumpkin spices is our hot take of the episodes. Pumpkin spice is okay. Let's do our little call to action before we dive into today's actual episode.
Yeah.
So we're gonna ask. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna. This is what happens when I try to riff and read at the same time. My brain is like, I was like, what am I even calling to action here? So we're a new podcast. We're trying to keep things going, keep the momentum going. So if anyone wants to reach out to us, tell us how you think we're doing, things we could improve, things you like, maybe not so many things you don't like. If you don't like, just go. It's okay. We're not really like here for criticism on our hobby podcast, but if there's like a movie you'd like to see, a TV show that you want us to cover, we would love to hear from you. We're still have lots and lots of ideas of episodes we want to do, and a great place to do that is over on our Instagram page. You can DM us, you can follow us. You can also watch our episodes on YouTube. That can be kind of fun, say hey over there, leave us a comment. I don't think anyone's ever left us a comment. That would be crazy.
Yeah, you can leave a
Very
comment on a whole
exciting.
episode.
Yeah, so we'd love to chat with you. Hey, Sarah, how else could people support our little mini podcast?
Well, this is very themed to what we were talking about before with our pumpkin spice lattes. You can also support us on our Buy Me a Coffee page. You can pledge any amount of money to just help us keep this show going strong. Truly, caffeine would help us
Yeah, it would.
keep this show going strong. Or whatever else you would like to dedicate a little amount of money sending our way too. But thanks for being here. We really appreciate it. We
We
love
do.
hearing from our listeners. You guys are fun.
Yeah, agreed, agreed. And as always, stay harbinge. Now on to the show. So
So
today,
it Oh, go
yeah,
ahead.
go,
Yeah,
you go.
you go. This is gonna be great.
Oh gosh, we're nailing it. Wow, good. Too bad this isn't live. Okay. Hocus Pocus is the movie we're talking about today, an absolute classic. And the first thing that surprised me, because I did not think I was going to be surprised, because I've seen this movie a bajillion times, that's a technical number, is that it was originally released on July 16th, 1993. Did you know this?
No, also very surprising to me.
Right? I was like, okay,
Yeah.
so this piqued my curiosity. So I was like, that makes zero sense. Why July? I had to look into it because of who I am as a person. So I jumped down the little rabbit hole and I found out that oh, little Jenny. I found out that Hocus Pocus was released in July in part to try to capture the family audience. This sounds like a PR reason. I don't know if I like really buy this as being the real
Mm.
reason. So saying that, kids are on summer vacation, this is supposed to be a family film. And the other reason that made a little bit more sense to me is that Disney was also releasing another movie in October of that year. And that was supposed to be this big deal. It had Tim Burton's name attached to it. People were
Mm.
excited about it. That movie was A Nightmare Before Christmas, and that was released on October 29th, 1993. Now, another day we will debate whether that is a Halloween or a Christmas movie
It's a Christmas
because,
movie.
right? Couldn't you have just pushed that to December and we all would have been happy? Anyway,
It's
we
a Chri-
were 3 years
well,
old, so
it's a
whatever.
Christmas movie, but it's like beautiful in that you can watch it any time from Halloween through
Yes,
Christmas, and because
right.
that's a dead period of time in between.
I don't understand it.
It's a bridge. Anyway.
Yeah. So this, as you could imagine, I had to dig even deeper. And according to an article from Screen Rant, the plan to avoid the competition with Nightmare Before Christmas super backfired. I don't know if that was actually the reason. It makes no sense because they're like, you know what we should compete with instead? Jurassic Park.
Bad move.
Like who sitting around the little table was like, that's a great idea. So Jurassic Park had been released just 1 month before this movie. Everyone was completely obsessed with it. That's what everyone was going to see. And obviously this just did not work. I did not know this at all, but Hocus Pocus was a tremendous box office flop. So much so that
Mm.
it is actually considered a cult classic
What?
according to the internet, right? I was like, no, this is just like a popular movie. We all love it. We all celebrate
Yeah.
it. Can you even still call it that? But because it was such a flop, like people did not discover it until it was released on video. And then people were like, oh, this is really, really awesome. So I want to give you some numbers to put this into perspective. Yes, I went this hard, everybody. So Hocus Pocus grossed about 45 million worldwide, which is not a lot over its $28 million budget. And I want to give you the reference here. Jurassic Park made over a whopping $900 million and made $47 million in its opening weekend alone. So in one weekend, Jurassic
Yeah.
Park made more than Hocus Pocus did in its entire run. So that is Hocus Pocus for you. Keep
I
going,
love the
Sarah. Give us
history.
give us some
That was
more.
great. That was great. This is considered a family horror movie, which is I feel like another way we could describe many of the episodes of this show, family horror.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the vibe we are here for in many ways.
100%, 100%.
It's rated 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb, not great. It has a 41% critic and 72% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. And I do want to pause there for a second because I feel like that describes the warring feelings inside me about this
Yeah.
movie, which
Yeah.
is that it's not the plot is not good, which I never really
Yeah.
noticed before this watch when I was getting ready to talk about the movie. Like the plot is whatever.
Yeah.
But it is so much fun. The performances are incredible. So I feel like the critic in me is like, yeah, that's right. And the audience in me is like, yes, I
It's
love this
amazing.
movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And to continue down, the rabbit hole that I was just down, this is another reason, I guess, why it flopped is because the critics, like,
Mm.
shredded it. So much so that this rating is still low. Like, critics are like, "No, we stand by it. I know you all love it, but we still
Wow.
think it sucks." And we talked about this also being a family horror movie. That was another reason why I guess it just didn't do that well is because people didn't know, like, is this for kids? Is this for teens? Like, I guess they
Interesting.
marketed it really poorly, and so parents would see the previews and it would be like sex jokes and flirty
Mm.
innuendos, and they're like, "So is this for teenagers?" Like, I'm not gonna take my, like, 6-year-old to go see it, even though it really was, like, more like even then, I think that is why this movie is, like, so up our alley because it does walk that
Yeah.
line where it's like, it's not that bad in any direction, but it's also not, like, completely just, for kids movie.
No, and very interestingly, like the plot, the major things that happen, it's very much a kids movie. And I kind of don't think I had realized that.
Yeah.
It's totally a kids movie, but there are maybe more than an average number of adult jokes in
Yeah.
it.
I think was this just a thing in the 90s where they were like, "We're just gonna, like, push the envelope and just see like, we're just gonna bank on things going over kids' heads." Maybe because they could. Like, now kids would just be like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna Google what that means." Like, "What's a yabo?" Like, I don't know if that would
No,
actually
that
take
scene was
anywhere.
so cringy.
I know, there were a couple parts where I was like, "Ooh, that did not age well." But
No.
I guess during the
No.
90s when we really didn't have, like, Google or phones in our pockets that you could just say things and just bank on, like, nobody really knowing
Yeah.
or, like, who cares? Like, nobody was
Or there, like, wasn't
it's
the
not that serious.
internet where, like, parents were warning other parents about not going to see it, right? Like, they were trying to appeal to parents and kids for stuff like this so they could make money, so parents would actually wanna take their kids.
Yeah,
It's
which they
all
didn't.
about the money, which yeah,
Didn't work.
it was a bet that did not pay off. Okay, thank you for going down that road with me. It is currently streaming on Disney Plus.
Oh, we didn't even finish
Uh
our little intro.
yeah, I know.
That's
I
funny. We
have a
had
lot
one
to
more line.
say about this movie. I
Me
don't know
too,
that I have that
apparently.
much more to say about it, actually.
That's it, we're done.
So got it. Actually, do you remember watching this movie as a kid?
I don't think so. I don't remember it. I feel like I probably saw this for the first time around, like, preteen years when they started doing on, ABC Family or Fox Family or whatever it was back at this time, the 13 Nights of Halloween, which is now the 31 Nights of Halloween. Totally the right choice. But they used to
Yeah.
do that segment, and they would have all of the
Mm,
original movies and more, like, younger audience. Probably had, like, a couple PG-13 maybe at most
yeah.
things in there. Um, I feel like that was the first time I saw it, but it's one of those movies I've seen so many times and so many different parts of my life that it's totally muddled. I have no real luck. That was the first time I saw it, but I used to watch it often with my sister, so it kinda,
Oh,
like, has that little special place in my heart, and then I do remember, watching it. It had to have been the first time, I don't remember when or why or, like, how this was happening, but I remember crying when the spoiler alert, cat dies at the
really, yeah. It's like
I remember
it's a
crying and being
lot.
like,
It's a big
"This is the worst
emotions.
movie ever."
Yeah. Yeah.
The cat is all like, "Well, it's, a man," which is a whole nother a
It's a
whole nother yeah.
teenage ghost.
It's preteen cat ghost. It was a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
I do remember that, but that is about it. How about you?
I know I saw it a bunch as a kid. I don't have any association or a real memory of that. Like, all of my association with it is loving it as an adult. Like, I don't have nostalgic feelings for it.
Yeah. But it also is very nostalgic, like,
Yeah.
That was the first point I put on our notes. Like, this could be like one of the most, if not the most festive Halloween movie ever made. And I think that's why people love it. It
Yeah.
captures
Hmm.
Salem, Halloween, Halloween night, trick-or-treating, Halloween parties. Like, there is so much that is so festive. Even the witch's cottage, I really like looking around at it this time. I was like, this is so cozy. I want to live in the witch's cottage. Like, they can do what, suck my soul out, whatever. I can just be a cat and run around in there. That doesn't sound so bad.
No. Super cozy, so Halloween. Like the fact that it's not just the witches and the cozy cottage and the spells, but also like the Halloween parties and the trick or
Yes.
treating. Like it's got it all.
Yes. I think that's what's so fun and so rewatchable about it is it brings you back to trick-or-treating as a kid and like what you really wanted it to be. Like, we had some moments like that, but we live in a really small town. Like, it wasn't going over the top for
Oh,
Halloween. Like, Salem is
no.
the place where I mean, I've lived in Salem and I've actually left on Halloween because I was like, this is too much. It's not like that. It's not
Seems
just
like
like
the
kids
move.
milling around. It's insanity. There's just so many people, so much
Yeah.
happening, just like mobs and mobs of people. Yeah, just an extremely festive movie in the most festive possible setting. But I do want
Love it.
to bring up this sidebar. Watching this movie with a critical lens, I was like, wait a second. Is this movie pro Salem witch trial propaganda?
Like saying that they were right to kill the witches because they're
Mm-hmm.
evil. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Interesting. Do they
Right?
establish that there were other witches and were they all evil?
I don't think they mention a
It's
single other
only the Sanderson
who
sisters.
are legitimate witches and
Yep.
legitimately pretty evil,
Mhm.
albeit
Mhm.
lovable.
Totally. Totally.
It's a little questionable, it's a little
Interesting.
sus.
Hmm.
I'm fine
Hmm.
with it
I
in
see
the
what you're
end, it's fine.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, "Wait a second, nope, they I wanna call them the like, ancient Salem folk, what were they called? Colonial people? Like,
Pilgrims? Were they
pilgrims?
still
I
pilgrims
don't
then?
know,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
we almost are just like, "Boo, the
The
Puritans." I don't know.
Puritans.
We'll
Yeah.
call them the Puritans. They were I don't know, I feel like we were supposed to be on their side, and I just wasn't, except for Thackeray. Thackeray Binks, he was, one of my first crushes for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not as a cat,
Absolutely.
as a child, which sounds terrible saying it as an adult, but I was also a child back then, so it's fine.
It's appropriate. The CGI for the cat was pretty great too because this came out, Sabrina the Teenage Witch was a lower budget and a TV show and therefore like needed to sustain this over all the episodes, but like we're talking about the same time period. Salem the cat in Sabrina is leagues below the effects of Thackeray Binks
Okay,
the
I
cat.
read somewhere though that it's the same cat. It's like the
Oh, like
same
when it's like the
animatronic.
live cat?
Maybe. No, no, no.
Oh.
I don't know. Actually, that's a
No,
good
because like
question. I
Thackeray
think it
Binks the cat, like his mouth moves like CGI. Like he looked so much better than
Hold on,
Salem.
I think it's the same animatronic, but maybe they overlaid some new
Okay.
technology on it. I could also just be
Okay.
making this up, but somewhere in my brain is like it was the same cat. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well,
How
I was
many
impressed of Hocus
how
Pocus.
many animatronic cats are kicking around Hollywood? The Disney Channel studio at that time. I don't know.
I don't
Could
know.
be
I don't know.
no. We may never know.
We may never know.
Okay, so I just confessed my childhood crush on Thackeray Binks. Also, what a name. Like, do we call him Thack for short?
That
We'll just call him Thackeray.
Thackeray. I mean,
Never
Thackeray
have
is such a good name. I don't think you shorten it.
you gotta just keep it. Thackeray
Yeah.
Binks. I would even his sister calls him Thackeray Binks. Like you gotta go for the full thing.
That's right. When she's calling him at the end, it's not Thackeray, it's
Thackeray
Thackeray
Binks.
Binks.
Anywho, do you remember any childhood crushes from this movie?
I don't. But again, I don't remember watching it as a child. I
Hmm.
know I did. I don't remember it.
You would have remembered that. I think it would have come
Yeah,
right back like it
I
did where
think
I was like the
probably.
ghost boy at the end. I was like, oh, he was cute. I remember thinking that when I was just a wee lass.
This seems fair.
A very important question for you. Which Sanderson sister do you think we would be, and why are we both Mary?
Okay, first of all, they're all so good and
So good.
so goofy.
Yes.
Mary is us.
Yeah. I think I
Mary
could be
is
a
yeah.
touch Winnie, like, you could there could be an
I could
argument for
see
me
it.
being Winnie, like, on
I
a
could see it.
a rougher day where I'm feeling more assertive,
Yeah.
but,
We're
yeah.
mostly just like goofy and
Yeah, and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
kinda just, like, going with the flow, and, like, we'd be the one riding the vacuum while the other 2
Yes.
are
The
riding
goofy
broom.
hair up the top of her head.
Yeah, and she's just,
Yeah.
like, she's a little warmer, she's a little sweeter,
She
she doesn't seem
is.
like Sarah, the Sarah played by Sarah Jessica Parker,
Yes.
not you. She's, like, she's so over the top, supposed to be, like, the flirty, ditzy one, like, nothing going on behind the scenes, like, just totally vapid when she nails it. It's so good.
This is my favorite Sarah Jessica Parker role ever. She's
She's so good.
so into it. She's so funny.
Yeah.
Um, and I just want to say, we just got to give credit where credit is due. Mary, played by Kathy Najimy, however you
Oh,
pronounce that. She's amazing.
so good, so good, and Bette Midler, like, the witches are the
Yes.
reason why this movie is amazing, like, the rest of the acting I think is really good, but those 3 and their performances and their characterization make the whole movie, along with all the Halloween fun bric-a-brac.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, without them, I don't think this movie would be
Yeah, I don't
remembered
think it would be
today.
that entertaining, like, part of why this movie is so great is because it's so quotable, and every quote is
It's
them pretty
them.
much,
I mean,
right?
also the best scene in the movie is when they run into the guy dressed as the devil and he invites
Yes!
them in the house and they call him master. Definitely the funniest scene.
So funny, still funny. I don't think I thought that was
Yes.
funny before, and now as an adult, I'm like, "This is so absurd and hilarious," and how I just love how into it they are. They're, like, 1,000% in the role. Now, I have to bring you down rabbit hole number 2, Sarah. Are you ready?
Yes.
Found an article called "Which Hocus Pocus character are you based on your zodiac sign?"
Wow.
Now I must share it with you
Okay.
because I think it's horrible. Obviously, I wasn't clicking on this being like, "This is gonna be some hard-hitting journalism. This is gonna make sense. This is gonna be great," but the article was the writing was fine. Athena Sobhan, sorry about the name pronunciation. You know it's not her forte. Sorry. It was written by her. She did fine. She wrote the article, checked all the marks. She utilized, an astrologer named Lisa Stardust. Do you think that's her real name?
I sure hope so.
I hope so too. Destined to be an astrologer with that name. So, I don't know Lisa Stardust, personally, and no shade to her. This is a really obscure topic, but I want to tell you that Sarah, you would be Sarah Sanderson as a Libra because you are quote the ultimate flirt. That's it. That's the reason.
Well, that's a little rude.
That's
Sarah
you.
has some other fun qualities.
Right? Yeah, I was like, I don't think this woman watched the movie. I think she just, like,
Mm,
pulled off,
mm.
like, she used a cheat sheet for sure. Because as a Pisces, I would be Emily Binks, who, if you don't remember, has an extremely small role as the original, like, this is Thackeray Binks's sister and his origin story, but, like, she's, like, in for, like, 10 seconds. And the reason why she is, a Pisces is because Pisces are supposed to be intuitive and psychic, so this girl is just a ghost. That means that she's
Okay,
intuitive and
I
psychic.
reject these, but
I kn
the New York Times wrote an article like a week or two ago about how our zodiac signs are like way out of date. These are from
Hmm.
like 2000 years ago, but the earth wobbles. And so our zodiac signs that we were born under, the star signs we were born under, are actually different now. So I looked ours up
Oh.
and I should be a Virgo, which makes me Max. Hold on, let me read the
Okay.
description for Max. So I don't know how I feel about being Max. Hold
I feel
on.
like I feel good about you being a Virgo, though. We just have to change
Yeah.
we have to change our whole lives. We're different
I
star signs. What are we gonna do?
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. I'm sorry I just threw this on you
Uh,
on the podcast.
I'll never emotionally
Uh,
recover.
okay. Virgo, Max. I'm pretty sure they gave Max Virgo because he's a virgin, which before I get to what your real zodiac sign is, why? Why?
Mm-mm.
In all of these movies, anything paranormal and teenagers, they have to talk about virginity. It has
Ugh,
to be such a big part of it. It's
it's
so
gross.
weird.
It's gross. I don't, yeah, yeah, I don't like it. I agree.
Yeah.
It's very weird and very 90s.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. It was just like one of those jokes that was just like supposed to be funny and just everyone realized it wasn't eventually. I'm sure people
Yeah,
are still making jokes, but
I know. I feel like that's probably still happening. Anyway, your real zodiac sign is Aquarius. And do you know who that makes you, Ashley?
who? Mary?
Mary.
Excellent. See, okay, I'm back on board with the article.
Mary is the quirky Sanderson sister who marches to the beat of her own drum, much like this air sign. Aquarius placements usually have a unique personality and offbeat sensibilities, making Mary a water bearer at the core of her unconventional nature.
I love it. I'm back on the article. It's
It's
fantastic.
better. It's better for that singular one because my Max one was trash. Um, I'll take my
Uh,
Sarah one.
yeah, that's you can be the ultimate flirt. That's you.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's what I've always said
Whatever.
about you, the ultimate flirt.
They're just underestimating Sarah Sanderson,
Yeah, fair
and that's
enough.
rude. Yeah.
Don't underestimate a Sarah. Okay, that's all I have to
Thank
say.
you. Thank you.
Okay, my last question about this movie for you is this movie scary? We classified it as a family horror. In the Screen Rant article that I referenced earlier, it also suggests, like I said, that like the poor marketing was because like we didn't know if this was for kids or teens. Like, is this a scary movie? Is this gonna be too
Oh.
scary for kids? Is it gonna be too intense? Like, do you think that this would be scary to someone, mainly a
I
child?
don't think so. It feels more like an adventure movie to me than a scary
Yeah.
movie.
I agree. But this question did trigger another memory for me. Again, this must have been first watch or first time watching the scene. I remember the part where this is embarrassing. Where Billy, the zombie ex-boyfriend of Sarah, when they bring him to life to chase after them. I remember like when he was chasing after them, I was scared. I was like, this is intense. This is intense. And now I'm like, he's adorable. I love
I
him. He's
love
so fun.
Billy. I
He
feel
never
bad
has
for
ill
him.
intent. I know.
No.
I know. Brutal. Brutal. But I think that was the only part that I felt was scary. Maybe also like if you really think about like being an actual child, not like a hardened, desensitized adult like we are. The scene where I think like they're hiding in the closet and they jump out, like there's a couple like almost
Yeah.
suspenseful moments where I could
All
see
right.
like I think I could see this being like in a really appropriate scary movie
Yes.
for children. Like it could have those
Yeah.
scary moments, but then like tons of time in between where like everyone can chill out, have a fun,
Yeah.
adventurous romp where it's just like a couple moments where kids might be like, "Whoa, ooh,
Yeah.
scary," and then it's fine. It's all fine, and then they can all cry at the end over the damn cat.
Why? Why'd they have to do that to us?
I mean, I guess like the whole point was that he's
It's a
reuniting
happy
with his
ending.
it's
Yeah.
it's like a bittersweet. I guess it's okay. I don't know. And he already got squished once and then reanimated. That was pretty gruesome.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
worst.
And he
That's
got
the
run over
worst
by the
for
bus.
me.
Yeah, that was not
Yeah.
great. That was not
Mm-mm.
great. So we just expected him to come back and then he just I don't know. It was like not it was sad because he was a cat, really, not because he was a
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This child in a cat's body.
child.
It's not as sad anymore.
Yeah, it's weird. This is a kind of a weird movie. Do you have any
Yeah.
additional thoughts?
I love it. I will watch it every year, mostly on in the background because I just want to see my favorite scenes and don't really need to watch the whole thing start to finish.
No. No, I will shout out, the bullies in this movie. They were pretty fun.
They were. They
Ice
were.
and what was the other guy's name?
I do not remember.
Oh, I just remember them saying, "This is ice." He has, like, ice shaved into the back of his head.
I
There's
like the
some
end scene when they're, like, stuck in the cages still just singing
Yeah.
"Row Your Boat."
Yeah, I love that they just left them there because they were, like, kind of seemed kind of fun at the beginning, and then I don't remember what they said, but there was one point where I was like, "Oh, no, let them rot in a stew."
Yeah, they were not
True.
we don't like them. We definitely don't like them. They did
No.
not have a redemption arc.
No, no.
No.
But we had a fun little enjoy your time at the witch's
Yes.
hut. I'm
Hut.
like trying to say cabin, cottage. That is the word.
Cottage, that sounds
Here
better.
we are. Here
Yes.
we are, future professional podcasters of America. Like hut in the
Don't
hut.
know what makes you say we're not professionals today.
We are so professional. Just
Anyway.
hard hitting stuff. Love you, Hocus Pocus. Sarah, why don't
Thanks
I
for existing.
flip the script on you and ask you what we're talking
Oh.
about next week?
Well, Ashley, next week we are doing our inaugural Haunted Homebodies Halloween special. Say that 5 times fast.
I didn't
We
want
will
to.
see you there.
That's why I made you say it. Okay, bye.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Haunted Homebodies. Make sure you like and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.
And remember, when in doubt, just stay home.